face enormous challenges: insecurity, pervasive corruption, the hitherto unending and seemingly enforceable fuel and power shortages are the immediate concerns. We are going to tackle them head on.
President Muhammadu Buhari restating his administration's commitment to solving the challenges facing the nation. Perhaps topmost amongst these challenges is insecurity, which the president promised in May 2015 to prioritize with adequate equipment and personnel to reinforce the armed forces and the police. After much outcry over the atrocities carried out by these armed bandits in November 2021, the federal government was left with no other option than to designate bandits as terrorists. The past few years have seen the expansion of insurgency from the northeast to the northwestern states, taking its toll on Zamfara, Katsina and Sokoto states. On a daily basis, Kaduna State has been experiencing attacks on homes and major highways, resulting in hundreds of deaths. The attack on the Kaduna-bound train in March this year remains fresh in the memory of Nigerians, with over 60 passengers kidnapped during the attack, still in captivity.
The terrorists were making comments like the forests in Kaduna are even better than Sambisa, so they should all relocate here. I think this is an area we should be very concerned about, and this is why we've been making the point that the problem of insecurity now has moved from the northeast to the northwest.
In the southeast region, however, the increased wave of wanton destruction and killings gave rise to this meeting between elders of the region and President Buhari during one of his visits to Ebonyi State. He reaffirms that no arms-carrying group will be allowed to disrupt the peaceful coexistence enjoyed in the region. Illegal crude oil exploration and bunkering dominate the south-south region, with maritime forces seeking accelerated trial of maritime offences to curb the menace.
Out of the 488 vessels arrested between 2015 till date, 234 were handed over to prosecuting agencies. Yet, only 52 have been successfully prosecuted, leaving a balance of 202 still in the Nigerian Navy custody.
The forces are not having it all smooth in the southwest as they battle pockets of communal clashes, attacks, robberies and cult activities. As the administration of President Buhari winds down, giving way to democratic dispensation, security agencies may need to redouble their efforts with the deployment of modern technology in terror and crime fighting across the country to achieve the president's vision of restoring peace to all parts of Nigeria.
Well, to examine this issue of security further, we have joining us a security analyst, Mr. Roy Ohidevia. Welcome to the News at 10.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
First, I'd like to ask you, how would you describe insecurity in Nigeria today?
Well, insecurity in Nigeria is, I've been trying to postulate an understanding. You know, when you weaponize violence, and you turn the political system into political terrorism. So those two things come pari passu. We weaponize violence because during all our political campaigns and political activities, violence is a core attribute. Then you want to politicize terrorism. You will see that every time we have an insecurity situation in Nigeria, you will always see people aligning it with something that we have a kind of sympathy. We have terrorism, and gradually they are moving it into banditry. And gradually they are moving it into what you need to negotiate. You can never negotiate radicalism. Then we had a lot of criminality in kidnapping. You remember the Evans case. It took a long time Then we now had Wadume's case. Those are the two major kidnap cases. Even where military people killed policemen, they dragged through. So there is collapse in the judicial system. And that is one of the main bonus for the criminal justice system. So if you don't have a criminal justice system, you cannot implicate and you cannot apply the judicial process. So there's no penalty. So even in the police, people go at disarray. They break the rules, they engage with criminals, and you cannot penalize. You cannot criminalize. You see the military, there are so many military generals over the years that have been involved in foul purchases of weaponry. They have been involved with movement of cash, large amount of monies unaccounted for, unexplained, you know, and at the end of the day, you cannot explain anything, no judicial process.
Mr. Ohidevie, we've had the president, I mean, it's been one of his major policy focus of this administration. In terms of assessing how the government has fared and how it's been able to tackle insecurity, and this is also as it prepares to hand over power, what would you say? Okay,
when this government was coming on board, let me first say that I'm not having any issues with any of the political parties, because all the people in the major political parties, A and B and C, they have moved within and without. Even the leadership have moved within and without. So let me say this. When the former president gave a phone call to the current president that, hey, we don't want trouble, we're stepping down, and there was silence and calm. And I told people, I said, is this silence peace? Silence is not always peace. Why? Because there were underground agreements with different kinds of parties. You know, every political system comes on board agreeing with parties to negotiate with them for control. Meanwhile, you are supposed to agree with your agencies to negotiate with you for intimidating the insecurity. Now, when you looked at when the government came on board, they started to review. We had the radicalization process. We will catch criminals, killers, murderers of our security agencies. We'll put them in nice places, begin to feed them very well, and give them medication. And the displaced people, the IDPs, they were left in beggarly positions. Now we moved again. We started to negotiate with the bandits. We went into the bushes. This Kaduna governor that is speaking now, I did 9 years in one mechanized infantry division in Kaduna. He's speaking now, but you recall, it's on the news, it's on viral information, that he gave monies to certain groups of bandits to calm down. You are giving monies to people to calm down.
Well, now, these are your comments and these are your words, but I really want to know, because, you know, we've been talking about the issues, you've talked about politics, and then you've talked about violence. I mean, moving forward, people want this to end. Insecurity in different parts of the country. Perhaps in a sentence, because we're sort of out of time, what's the solution? What's your solution?
Well, we need to look at solution, because if you look at the issues, you will not get out of here. Solution is this: one, you must enrich and make the policing, the military, attractive. One of the ways to make it attractive is to put in the right emoluments, to put in the right motivations. The second thing is to look for the right people that are interested in the agency jobs. I went into the military. I'm from a good background, but I went to serve. Now, if you look at the training curriculum, it's archaic, the ones that we have. We take some people abroad, we train them, we bring them back. They don't have the devices you used to train them.
We'll have to have you come again, talk to us about this very important issue. We appreciate your time. A security analyst, Mr. Roy Ohidevie. Thanks so much for joining us.
It's a pleasure.